friends, welcome to day number 14 of the 15 Days to a Healthier You series. Tonight we're going to be talking about vitamins and supplements and essential oils, and I got a whole load of essential oils here in all different brands. And before anyone worries, I'm not going to try to sell you anything because I have no affiliation with any of these brands other than that these are companies that I love and have used, and oils and vitamins and things that I use, but I don't sell them. So just want to make that clear. I do have some affiliate relationships with some of them, but I don't sell them. I don't have a business selling them. Okay, so I know that there are a lot of kind of conflicting information out there. There's a lot of confusion, and you can almost feel like, I don't know. All the information seems to contradict itself, and so I don't even know where to start. Should I take vitamins? Should I not take vitamins? Should I just be getting enough nutrition from my food? And for the longest time, I was of the camp that I should just get all my nutrition from my food. And while I do try to eat a very nutritious diet like we talked about yesterday, and I try to get a lot of my nutrition from my food, I do not think that it hurts at all to supplement so that you make sure that you are getting everything that you need. And so I just wanted to talk tonight a little bit about my thoughts on vitamins and essential oils and share some of what I do and what has worked well for me. So if you do not take any sort of multivitamin, that's where I'd encourage you to start. I just encourage you to try taking a multivitamin. It's not going to hurt anything, especially if you take a high quality multivitamin. It's certainly not going to hurt you. If you're someone who you have trouble swallowing pills, definitely start with a capsule form, not a big horse pill. Let me say that right. I am not someone who really loves taking pills and is very good at it, and so I try to always look for the easiest way to down a pill. There are some pretty high quality, actually, gummy vitamins for adults now. I have used that, but currently I do the Special 2 multivitamin. I've done this one for a long time, and I know that everything that I show you is going to be flipped around backwards because I'm doing this on Facebook Live, and Facebook Live flips around, so just don't worry about the fact that this is going to be backwards. So as far as a high quality multivitamin, you want something that it's not just going to go straight through you. You want something that your body is actually going to absorb the vitamins. So probably something that's not $3 or $4 on the shelf at the grocery store is not exactly where you're going to look. You want to go with a company that they do, put some effort into making sure that they are really producing something that is full of nutrition, that's based on a whole foods nutritional supplement, and not just something that it's actually just a lot of just chemicals or things that are just going to go straight through you. Okay, don't ask me to give you all of the whatever nutritional stuff because I am not the person to be talking about that, but I just say look for high quality, do your research. I did a lot of research before I started with this one, and I've been using this one for, I don't even know, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 years. Not sure about that. But what I love about this is it has green superfoods in it, and I find that those give me more energy. And when I don't take the vitamin, I can notice a difference with not having those green superfoods. So honestly, I feel like that's the biggest bonus to this one and why I like it. I got hooked on this because of, there was this vitamin company that, I think it's Beautiful, I think this is what they're called. It was from a long time ago, but they had these vitamins called Supermom vitamins, and they had the green superfoods in them, and I found that they made me feel so energetic. Well, I looked at the ingredients and found out that what they had in them was very basically almost identical to these, and these were about $20 cheaper a bottle. So that is why I went with these. These come in 2 different forms. They come in capsule form as well as pill form. I would highly recommend getting the capsule form if you have any trouble taking pills, because the pill form is a big pill. So anyway, so this is what I take, and I also, the other thing that I take is vitamin D. And the reason that I take vitamin D is a number of reasons, but one of them is especially in the wintertime when you're not getting as much sunlight. So right now when I'm running on the treadmill instead of running outside, and so I'm not out in the sunlight as much, and so it's great to take vitamin D, and I have found that it makes a difference for me. I also normally take a probiotic. I'm in the process of switching brands, and I recently got this one. I actually don't like it as well. I don't feel like it is as effective as the other brand that I had, which was Acidophilus Pearls, and so I'm going to be trying some different brands. If you guys have a great suggestion of a good probiotic, I'd love to hear it, because I've been doing a lot of research. And so what I usually do is I get online, I research, I look at reviews, I look at what people who I respect, what they're saying, and then I try a few different brands and see how it affects me and see if I can tell a difference. And this one in particular made me feel, honestly, it made me feel a little bit bloated, and that's not what a probiotic is supposed to do, or at least not usually what it does for me. So, but anyway, I do take a probiotic, and I recommend taking a probiotic. It's really, really good for your digestive system, and I found that it just helps me feel better, it keeps me regular, it keeps me from being bloated, and just helps my overall digestive system. So that is all I take when it comes to vitamins and supplements. I'd love to hear from you guys. What do you take? Leave a comment. Let us know. Let us know what you take and why you take it. But commit to trying something. Start somewhere. So a multivitamin is a great place to start. Commit to trying it, and then make sure that you do your research. So I'm telling you what works for me. Make sure that you do your own research, because you might find, you're going to find stuff that I'm not the expert. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. Something else might work for you. So do your own research, and don't just start popping pills. Make sure that it's something that you know this is going to be a good choice for you. You're not taking too much of something, and that there's enough research out there that shows that taking this vitamin or supplement is not going to be detrimental in some way. I would also recommend, if you are feeling very fatigued, that you schedule an appointment with your doctor and have routine blood work done. I try to have routine blood work done at least once or twice a year. I have struggled with low hemoglobin for years and years, pretty much since I was a young child. I had low hemoglobin, and when I was pregnant, it got a ton worse, really bad, to the point of that I was hospitalized because my platelet counts were way down, and they thought I had lupus or leukemia, because my numbers were so whacked out, but it was actually just pregnancy induced. And so I have just always had to be really, really careful to make sure that I'm getting enough iron. My hemoglobin, actually, since I've changed my diet, has radically improved, which has been really cool. But for me to know that I struggle with low hemoglobin, and that's something that my body tends to, if I feel fatigued, a lot of times it's because my hemoglobin is low. And so when you get the blood work done, it allows you to know these things and not just wonder, well, I'm just tired all the time. To really know, is it your thyroid? Is it your hemoglobin? Is it a vitamin deficiency? So if you are feeling fatigued a lot of the time, I would really encourage you to just get the blood work done. It never hurts to check and just make sure that everything looks okay. So as far as when I take my vitamins, I know that there's different schools of thought there, and a lot of people say you should take them in the morning, you should take them before food. Again, do what works for you. For me, I struggle to remember to take them. So my solution has been for years that I take them before bed. And I know that that's not the best time of day to take them, but I have found that that is the only time that I can consistently remember to do it. So I wash my face, I take my contacts out, I'm already in the bathroom, I have my vitamins right there, and I also use NeilMed's Sinus Rinse. That is a lifesaver if you have any sort of allergies or sinus issues, and so I use that as well. And so just as part of my evening routine, I just do those things, and then I take my vitamins, and then I go to bed. And I know that people are like, you should never take your vitamins before you go to bed. Well, there's a couple things. I used to take a 5-HTP supplement, which I got off of when I changed my nutritional everything, how I was eating. Thank you, Jesus, that I was able to get off of that because that was for anxiety. But that would make me really sick when I would take it, and so if I didn't fall asleep within 30 to 45 minutes, I would be nauseous. So I had to not only have a full stomach, but I had to go to sleep. So that's kind of where I really got in the habit of taking my vitamins at night, and now I think if I were to try to switch to the morning, I just wouldn't remember. I wouldn't remember. So my philosophy is just do it, at least do it. And so whenever it works for you, it's better than not doing it at all. So that's what I do. I also wanted to show you, I just got these a few days ago and I've been trying this out. This is from Calm a Mama, and they are Happy Drops and Calm Drops. And these are a herbal supplement, and they are made from, let me see if it says exactly on here. They are made from like flower essences. I think that's what it was. They're not essential oils, they're flower essences. And what you do, I'll show you they're just these cute little bottles, and you just literally take the dropper out and you stick it on your tongue, and you put like 2 to 4 drops on your tongue, and you can do that up to, I think it says 4 to 6 times per day as needed. I honestly have noticed a difference. I was feeling a little bit on edge. It's that time of the month, and I got these, and I'm noticing a difference, and I've been doing this for the last few days. This is not in your workbook, but I can put a link in the comments. I got these off of Amazon. You can get them directly from the company, but you know me, if I can get it off of Amazon with my Swag Books credit, I'm going to get it off of Amazon. So I was just going to mention that as well, because that's something that I have been doing. So number 1, make sure that you commit to trying it. Number 2, do your research. And number 3, make it part of your routine. So figure out when it's going to work for you. Maybe it'll work out in the morning as you're eating breakfast. You just take your vitamins. Maybe it'll work out sometime you have a break at work, or maybe you give vitamins to your kids, and that's when you remember to do it. So just make it part of your routine and then see what happens. Because I'd love to know, like, can you tell a difference if you take vitamins or not? When I did a blog post on this, it was interesting because there were some people that had very strong opinions saying that it was just all in my head and that it wasn't true. But truthfully, I believe it's not in my head. I really can tell a difference when I take them. So I'd love to hear from you in the comments as well. When do you work it into your routine if you take vitamins? What works for you? Let us know so that other people can get ideas as well. Okay, so I also wanted to talk a little bit about essential oils, because that's something that I'm a big fan of as well, and I know that there are a lot of questions with that. Again, I do not claim to be an expert, but I wanted to just show you. So I use all different brands. There's some doTERRA in here. One of my favorites from doTERRA, they have the Elevation, which, as you can tell, if you can see, there's hardly any left in it, because that's one that I like to put it on my wrist if I just need a little bit of a boost. I love their Balance, and I will put Balance on my feet before bed. So you can just rub it on your feet with a carrier oil and put your socks on and go to bed, and that kind of just helps you stay balanced. So that's another from doTERRA that I love. And On Guard, I don't think I have any On Guard in here, but that is my very favorite from doTERRA. Really great for if you have any kind of sickness or you feel any kind of sickness coming on. I do On Guard and oregano, and do it really, 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 really religiously, and putting it on the bottom of my feet with socks, and I have warded off so many sicknesses by just being super, super, super consistent about doing that. As far as a carrier oil, you can use any kind. Coconut oil is, for me, the easiest. You can just take, like, we literally have a jar of coconut oil in our room that we use just for, not for anything other than like topical use. And so it's literally in our nightstand. So you could just take a little bit and you could put it on the palm of your hand, and then you put the drops in it, mix it around, and then you can put it on your feet and put the socks in, and socks on. Not all essential oils do you need to use a carrier oil, but I would say most of them you do, especially if they're not diluted. Some companies, such as Rocky Mountain Oils, which I have some from here, they have Here's Dreams Times. This is an essential oil blend, but that does not have a carrier oil in it. I'm seeing if I have one in here that has a carrier oil in it. Let's see, here's one. Okay, so Rocky Mountain Oils has these where they're roll-on bottles already pre-made up, and these have carrier oils in them, so you can actually just rub them. Like you could put it right on your wrist, you could put it right on the bottoms of your feet because it's already blended in. This one is one that you can actually use for kids as well, and so I love it when they already have it blended in, but it can be cheaper if you buy the actual undiluted bottle and then blend it yourself with a carrier oil. Okay, so I talked about Rocky Mountain Oils. They also have a balance. They have the Dreams Times. They have a lavender that we've all used all of those for sleep. And then I also wanted to mention, this one. Deep Breathe. This is one that we are falling in love with. I know you can't see it very well, but we're falling in love with this one. This one is so good if you have any kind of chest congestion that you can use, rub it literally on your chest with a carrier oil, and it just like all night long, it helps you breathe better. So that's one that we love, and then I don't have my other one from them that I love, and then Purify is great to diffuse if you have sickness in your house. Another brand that I love is obviously Young Living. I do not have I don't have the Thieves. My favorite from Young Living is their Thieves, but I was going to show you, I have this little pouch that is so great for travel that I keep, and you have all these little tiny little bottles of essential oils in there. I love their Peace and Calming, their Thieves, and you can take it with you, so then you don't have to bring all your big bottles of oil. So having that in your purse is really nice. One other company that I wanted to mention, I actually did a post on that on them this week, and that is Plant Therapy. If you're looking for a very inexpensive company that has very high quality oils, I love Plant Therapy. I don't think that their packaging is as pretty as some of the other companies, but their oils work very well, and they're very inexpensive. The other thing I wanted to mention is they have the children's line that I absolutely love. That's called Kids Safe, and they tell you exactly how to use them for kids and how to use them in a safe way for kids. So if you're wondering the proper way to use them for kids, is it safe, is it not, I love their kids line, and all of their oils are very, very well priced, and one of my favorite companies if you're looking to get started and you're especially on a budget. So a lot with essential oils there, but I just wanted to mention it because it's something that I love and that we use as part of our kind of health regimen. So I always try to turn to essential oils versus medicine anytime that I can. So for instance, if I have a headache, I'm going to rub a little bit of peppermint right here. If I'm having trouble sleeping, I'm going to pull out one that is more for sleep. This morning I was feeling a little anxious, so I pulled out one that was for anti-anxiety. If I'm feeling like I just need to be calm, then I'll put the Balance on my feet, or Peace and Calming. And so I just love having these other options versus turning to ibuprofen or turning to something for congestion or whatever. Having a natural remedy that for the most part usually works. So I just wanted to mention that. So in your workbook, the Day 14 project is to really think about adding at least one quality multivitamin as a daily habit if you don't already. Do your research and decide what multivitamin is best for you, and then decide when you will take it as part of your daily routine. I also did quite a bit of research in what I put in the resources in the workbook, and so if you are looking for some really well-researched information from people who are well-respected, much more knowledgeable than me, there is a top 10 list from Dr. Axe, if you're familiar with them, and there's some information from Wellness Mama. She has an extensive list of the vitamins and supplements she takes, why she takes them, which vitamins and supplements she feels are important for kids to take, and she has a great post on why you can't out-supplement a poor diet, which is why we talked about vitamins at the end, because I don't want you to feel like, I just take my vitamins and I can do whatever I want. No, I want you to take good care of yourself, fuel your body with good food. Make sure you get enough sleep. Make sure you get good exercise. Make sure you're taking time to breathe, because all the essential oils and supplements in the world are not going to fix a lifestyle that is unhealthy. So I loved that article. And then I also linked to the Smarty Pants Kids Gummies, which are the vitamins that my kids take that we really, really love for kids. And my kids think they're like candy. And I told you that we don't do food coloring in our house. So they don't have any food coloring in them. And my kids think we don't really do a lot of candy either, because most candy has food coloring. So it's like the vitamins are like these cool treats that they get to have. So I guess that's a good side effect of not having a lot of candy at our house. They think it's so fun to take vitamins, and they'll ask, can we take extra? So anyway, there's a link to that in the workbook to the vitamins that my kids take. So lots of information there. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. I'd love to learn from you in the comments. If you disagree with me or have more information that you'd love to share, tell us in the comments so we can all learn from each other. And I will see you back tomorrow for day number 15.